Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Kate's Quarantine Kitchen, or Triple K as we're calling it, because we're going to spell quarantine with a K and a W at the beginning for continuity. Welcome! This may be the first and only ever episode, but this has come about because some of my friends burnt a pan making French toast. So we are going to make quarantine French toast. So, the first things you need. I'm pretty sure there's only like 5 ingredients in this. The way I make it, because I like the purity. I don't like cinnamon. I don't like vanilla. I feel like you lose that savory sweetness that you get from French toast to syrup. I have thoughts. I'm probably wrong, but that's okay. I'm the one making the videos here. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to heat up some vegetable oil. It's already in the pan heating up. This could take a while. I may have mistakenly started this video far too long in advance. So, vegetable oil. So we're going to talk about all of the ingredients. Frozen bread, because I cannot eat the amount of bread needed to prevent it from going bad in the time it takes. So we have frozen bread, which will not interfere with anything. So, frozen bread. I think it's sourdough. It is sourdough. And we have some eggs. We are going to use 2 because I can only eat so much French toast. And my camera person is on a treadmill. No, they're on an elliptical right now. So they are probably not going to want French toast. So it's all me, man. And I was too hungry to wait for them. That's on them. Anyways, syrup. You can have whatever syrup you want. He's a freak and likes the Aunt Jemima Light. I am using the Aunt Jemima regular because this is French toast. Like, light syrup is not going to help me, but apparently he likes the taste better. A pan to put your egg dredge into. I think this might be a lid to a pie tin or a different Pyrex. I'm not 100% sure, but it's small and I never use it for literally anything else. And milk for your egg dredge. So while we're waiting for the oil to heat, we're going to scramble some eggs. Cold. I guess we're not scrambling them, we're just mixing them. Whatever. So, egg. Doesn't matter if it's the yolk is whole or not, because we're just mixing them together. First egg. God bless garbage disposals, am I right? Today is the first day in 3 weeks that I've put on makeup. Decided to go spicy meatball with the lipstick, because why not? Why not? Why not? It's a quarantine, no one cares. Anywho, okay, 2 eggs cracked into my little pie tin Pyrex lid thing. Washing hands, because that's what we do now. Putting just like maybe a teaspoon. Okay, that's like a tablespoon of milk into my eggs. We're gonna get a fork because we could whisk it, but you don't have to be extra. You could use a fork. I feel like in many ways forks are more efficient at whisking eggs. Especially since we don't need to get fancy. We're not trying to whisk it into a peak or a fluff of any kind. We're just stirring it to make a dredge for our French toast. Okay, this looks good. That looks fine. Let's check on our hot oil now to see where that's gotten to see if we're ready. It needs a second or 2, but in the meantime, I'm going to get out a plate so that I have somewhere to put my French toasts once they are ready. Prepared, ready, making French toast. Plate. Oh shit, okay, I lied. It's not a 5 ingredient thing, it's 6. Because you need to put butter on your toast after it's done toasting. Or frying, pan frying, deep frying. I don't know, it's bread, man. Like, you just fry it in oil. A lot of it. Oh, okay, that would be a good point how much oil did I put in the pan? I would say, you know, like most recipes call for 2 tablespoons, or no, they call for like 1 tablespoon. But I don't know what they're making, because it's never enough. It's never enough. You're just going to burn the shit out of everything. So I'd say I use probably like, I don't know, like an eighth of a cup. You know, coat the bottom of your pan. Give it like a little layer so that your bread is more submerged in the oil. Because, okay, I lied. It is like basically, it's like a deep fry. We're deep frying egg-coated bread. I guess we probably should have started with the main, like, what is French toast? What's the meaning of life? What are we doing here? We're making fucking French toast, which is deep fried egg-covered bread. That's where we're at. Anywho, I have pandered long enough. I think our oil might be hot enough now. We're gonna start dredging this motherfucking bread. I thought I would share this with friends and family, but I realize now that I trust way too much to probably share this with family. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll be cool with it. I don't know. I feel like this is a life-scoring teaching here. Okay, coating. Getting it real good. Making sure the crust is like covered and stuff, but we don't want to like too much. Like, look at this. What's happening here? Okay, cool. That's pretty dope. Alright, into the pan you go. Ooh! You hear that sizzle? If you can't, it's sizzling. Okay, oh, you know what I should have done? I should have grabbed the breads I wanted out first. So now I have to carefully make sure we don't contaminate the whole bread with egg. I didn't do that. It's fine. Alright, cool. So now, I cook in a small pan because I like using smaller pans. I don't know why. I just feel like they work better. Actually, probably going to turn on the heat a little bit. And we're going to wash our hands again because now they're covered in fucking egg again. Here. Need to get out some tongs because cooking anything in hot oil is no fun when you use a spatula. It ends largely in tears. Especially when your tongs are probably in the dishwasher. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use some grill tongs today to flip our French toast. Look at these bad bitches. It's huge. It's huge. So we're using grill tongs. And we're just gonna wait until, I don't know, it seems like it's been cooked. I don't know. You can always flip it back over. Whatever. It's like a grilled cheese sandwich. You just flip it back over. It'll be fine. It's fine. Oh, you know what? I mentioned the butter, but I never got any out. BRB. Yeah. Behold, I have what appears to be 2 tablespoons of butter left in this stick. Because we're not going to be extra about this. This isn't binging with Babish, okay? Like, can't just have full sticks of butter laying around all perfect all the time. Like, that's just inconsistent. So we have 2 tablespoons in this stick. But we're not going to need that much. We're just going to need a little bit. Check on the bread or the toast, whatever. You'll notice when it starts really cooking, it'll kind of like get like a little hump in it. It kind of rises. And gets like a top curve going. I don't know if you guys knew this, but these were just dipped in hot oil, and then I dripped some on my foot. Anywho, so I just flip at the bottom of my toast because I noticed that it's getting kind of like that upward curvature. I don't know. Is that a cooking term? Is that a math term? Whatever. It's got a curvature. So it's kind of rising underneath, it's cooking. I assume like the bread is like kind of curling into itself because edges get toasted first. Food science, whatever, it's cool. So, checked it. It's getting a little brown, but it's not perfect yet. No shit. Oh yeah, it's getting there though. It's getting there. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna kind of press the middle in because when it's curving like that, the middle isn't getting cooked as much, which I like. I like my French toast, you know, an overall consistent brownness. You know, all of it needs to be brown. Look at that. Look at that. But yeah. So today, during my Sunday quarantine, I walked my dog like 2.5 miles. I went on the elliptical for like 26 minutes because I thought I could make it to 30, but that was a lie. And then I did like some other workouts and stuff, and then I'm gonna check the toast now. So maybe a spatula might have been a better idea. We're gonna flip it. Ooh, yeah! I got like a nice dark brown around the edges. It's looking so good. So I never make French toast. I think the last time I made it may have been 2 years ago. For breakfast for dinner, actually. The reason I never make it is because it's so fucking good. Because it's deep fried bread. Like, what's not great about that? Like, it's deep fried. How do you ruin it? How do you ruin French toast? Deep fried bread. Deep fried bread. Okay, that's a lie. You ruin it by putting too much sugar in the batter, so then the contrast between the syrup and the savoriness of the egg and the bread don't mesh. Or they guess they mesh too much is what happens. Anywho, that is what happens. I'm gonna go check on my French toast now. Ooh, yeah, it's done. It's done. It's done. Okay. So, look at this. Woo! Okay. Look at that French toast. It's a little dark, but it's still good. Like I said, I haven't done this in a long time. So now, while it's still boiling lava hot, we're immediately going to apply butter. Because then it melts on its own. I don't like spreading butter on literally anything. I think it's not the same as when it just melts itself on your boiling hot deep fried food to create an unrefined butterfat deliciousness. Then we're also going to put the syrup on because we like to have the syrup also heated. I don't like to put too much syrup on. I think it ruins everything. I just kind of make like a thin layer on the top. Look at this bad bitch. It's so good. Anywho, here, let's do one of these. We're gonna take the phone. Like, look at this. Am I doing it? Yeah, I'm doing it. Look at that. The zoom on this camera is me just holding it closer. But that's how you make French toast. Alright, I guess we should do a shot of me eating it. The other dredged bread over there. We're gonna make that in a minute. Now for the money shot of me eating this French toast. I'm one of those freaks who always like has to like cut them with a knife. I don't like cutting with a fork. I don't get it. Like it's easier. It's better. Like look at this. It's so good. Oh. French toast is just, it's like fried chicken. You don't really need to get that fancy with it. You fry the fuck out of it, and it's delicious. It's so good. Maybe fried chicken wasn't a good example. Eggs? Eggs. You don't need to do too much to eggs. Like, they're happy. They're perfect on their own. You don't want to mess with what's working. You can, but you don't have to. It's so good. Well, thank you for joining me in my Kate's Quarantine Kitchen episode, number 1, where we made delightful quarantine French toast. Because everything we do now is quarantine style. no matter what it is. The other day I saw tulips, quarantine tulips. This is a quarantine tutorial. It's all quarantine. Everything is quarantine now. Don't you accept it? The puns are what make it worth it. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Quarantine yourself. Make some French toast.